All right, traders, what's up? This is the watch list video for Thursday, October 20th. The SPY, a fairly narrow range day. Look at the size of the candle today compared to most recent ones, right? So it's finally maybe things calmed down a little bit. 5-minute candles here. Nothing real telling. It almost felt like the market was on hold waiting to see Tesla and IBM report. And I can talk about those real quick. It's really not what these videos are meant for, but Tesla, there's the daily, closed at 222.04. We're only 37 minutes into the after hours session here. Right now it's trading at 215. So right now we're looking kind of at a small gap down. We'll see, right? And then IBM, I'll cover that one since I mentioned it too. There's the daily, closed at 122.51. Right now it's trading at 128.50. So a big gap up there, which is probably right about there, and actually broke 130 earlier, and may still do so in after hours. But so there's a couple big names that reported. AMPX, my favorite call in chat of the day, had this really nice pop. Let me make sure I don't have extended hours. All right, so I had this really nice pop. I pointed out, hey, AMPX on watch, like right after I posted it, it did a volatility halt, right? Or maybe it was right there. Anyway, went sideways for most of the afternoon. Then a headline came out, and I think it was really a reiteration of an earlier headline, but the market caught shorts, off guard, and Kevin P called it back through 850, kind of flagging anyway, half number inflection point with a high of day above, fairly small float, and had pretty good news. So all those things lined up. The 850 break went all the way to 1152. What a great call by Kevin P. That one is on watch tomorrow and probably for the next several days. It's kind of cool that the news came out when it was basically sitting at all-time lows. It's only been trading for maybe a month, a little over a month. But anyway, so that kind of gave you a little more confidence too to take it with a little more size maybe. Certainly going to watch that one tomorrow. ZYME, nice volume, fairly strong close. We're going to watch that one tomorrow. CANO, I called this one this morning for you, those of you that were in chat, right here through 450. It went to 460 pretty quickly, flagged, and then made it all the way up to almost 480, 479 before going sideways the rest of the day. I'm going to put that back on, long watch tomorrow because we had the nice bounce today. It's at support. It's oversold to the downside, so may have a continuation of today's bounce tomorrow. So it goes on watch. KPRX. Big pop yesterday, quiet inside day today, looking for a third day play. I went around in my brain on whether or not to put this one on watch. The reason it's interesting, I had the big pop on really good news 3 sessions ago, topped out at 420-ish, then put in an inside day, topped out at 411, then today also topped out at 411. So it's really interesting over 411, and I was actually looking to take it long. Let's go to 5-minute candles. Like as it was pulling back, you kind of have a 2-day cup and handle, right? There's yesterday's high, there's this morning's high, both of them 411, and then you're kind of putting the handle in. I was going to call this long over 411 in chat, and look what it did. So why is it on watch now? Because look what it did this afternoon. It kind of worked its way back up. I don't love it though. That kind of spooks me what it did. But I am going to keep it on a chart. AGFY, I'm not sure that I've seen too many charts uglier than this one, but 3 days ago, looked like a really strong chart, right? By the way, they did a reverse split in here because this was like $1 or something when it was doing this. But man, it's fallen anyway you slice it. It's fallen from 2080 down to 244 today at the lows. I'm going to put it on bounce watch. I'm a day trader, right? Maybe we get a snapback bounce tomorrow. And at a $2 and something cent stock, it doesn't take a very big move to get a decent percentage gain. So if I get an A+ setup in that, I will try it for a bounce. And of course, as always, it may never set up. Peggy, P-E-G-Y, had this huge move, and now it's like 4 or 5 red days in a row, right down into the 20-day. Time to put that one on bounce watch. ACOR, I don't love it because it's almost round trip, but you had this huge move, and then 2 days lower on declining volume. If I get a bounce play setup, I'm going to try it. APDN, a really nice percentage move here from, let me give you the numbers, from $1.20 in about a week all the way up to 320. That's a huge move, right? And now it's pulled back for several days on much lower volume. I'm going to put that back on. I'm going to put it on the bounce watch list. SBFM. Let me get that big pop out of the chart. so you can kind of see better that this is the strongest volume day in a couple months. Had a huge move back here in July. But anyway, strong volume and strong close. We'll see if it gives a setup for tomorrow. And then lastly, MVST. Huge move. Again, good news, kind of like AMPX. We'll see if that gives any kind of long setup tomorrow. And by the way, something like an MVST with this move and an AMPX that I showed you, both of these are going to be on watch, honestly, for the next several days. All right. Anyway, we'll add gappers to the list in the pre-market. And that's it for me. I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.